What's good? What's good? What's good? We back. What's good? We back with the boxing clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, still having camera issues and shit, man. You know, but we back. You know, talking some real trill boxing talk. And let me know you in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let me know you there. Say something so we can get started. I got the computer out today once again. What's going on outside? Gutierrez. What's going on? Shamil, bro. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, man. We live, baby. We live. 8 people in the building. Let me know who there, man. Go ahead and say something in the chat. What's going on, Jose, brother? Wrench Gang in the building. What's going on, Dallas J? Wrench Gang in the building. You know, let me know who all there. What's going on? Get a mic. What it do? What it do, man? What's going on, Saul? You know how we do, for sure, for sure. Oh. Shahamel. What's up, gang? Gang, what's up, Ashley Corner? Shamel. I'm gonna say, alright, Shamel. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Shamel. I'm notorious for butchering motherfucking names, man. No disrespect. What's going on, Mike James Boxing? We in the building. Real shit, man. I got some good videos coming up too, bro. Hopefully, Rockets in 7. Still don't believe it. Got some good videos coming as well. I'm deciding if I want to drop this NFL video on this page or my next page about. Most definitely, I'll drop the little new rule about the protest anthem. Food for thought coming as well. Something else I wanted to say before I was on proceed with this video. Shit just slipped my mind that quick. Hopefully y'all see my Broner video about Eddie Hearn though. But oh no, Eddie Hearn said he couldn't buy the fight. I'm glad you brought that up because that's gonna slip my mind. But like I said, I got a lot of good videos coming, man. You know, for the day. Waiting on the IBF ruling versus Triple G. I speak on that situation in another video. But apparently Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter may go to purse bid Friday. Now, like a couple weeks ago, we heard the fact that you know, this fight wasn't gonna go to purse bid. This was gonna be easy to make, and it very well may not go to purse bid no more. You know, it might not go. You know, we still got 2 days, so you know, a couple weeks ago, this wasn't even supposed to even come close to being a purse bid type of fight. And what's the issue? I can't say. All I can do is speculate what the issue is. But Eddie Hearn said he will not be a player in picking up this fight because he says the zone doesn't kick off to September. He won't. In this fight, it's gonna probably happen August, July. So the timeline is a little messed up. So Eddie said he won't be picking this up. Purse bid actually means that, you know, usually, you know, it'd be two people, you know, 2 different fighters from 2 different promotional companies or banners, whatever you want to say. They can't come to an agreement. They can't come to a deal. So it's up to an investor in the fighter's favor, an investor or somebody who don't have anything to do with either fighter, a promotional company. It's up to somebody to bid the highest price for the fight. So whoever comes with the biggest bid controls everything. You know, the venue, controls the live gate, the tickets, where the fight gonna happen. You know, so if somebody wins the purse bid in Danny Garcia's favor, you know, he kind of will be the A side, and the split is funny. Some championship belts, you know, it's a 70-30 split or some shit like that. I can't remember I don't know exactly what the purse bid for this one is, but I don't understand why this won a purse bid. This one I'm gonna speak. I don't understand why Danny and Shawn has won a purse bid. Because Shawn Porter said in the article, hit the like button for your homie. But Shawn Porter said actually that he understood that he was the B side to this situation. And the only thing I really could think about is the venue of this fight. Because I heard Danny Garcia say that he wanted the fight to go down in Philly. I'm pretty sure Shawn don't want the fight to go down in Philly. I'm pretty sure Shawn would like the fight to go down in Vegas. Danny Garcia called Vegas his backyard, so Vegas would seem to be a good, you know, common ground. Excuse me, got some water. It's hot. Sorry, the air conditioning blowing. It's just hot as fuck. But I don't, most of us just thought it was gonna be at the Brooklyn Barclays Center. That Shawn, I think Shawn's fought there before. Haven't Shawn fought the Brooklyn Barclays Center before? I'm pretty sure. I believe it. Danny fought there a whole bunch of times. So the venue could be a problem. The pricing, the split could be a problem. And the person that the person that probably standing away from this fight being negotiated is probably Kenny Porter. They probably want a little bit more piece of the pie, even though Shawn took the high road and said, you know what, Danny's the A side. We know his numbers is bigger than mine. I understand on the B side. I just want the title shot. Maybe Papa Porter they don't like the possibilities or the deal that's been set in front of them, man. I don't understand that, man. It gotta be something wrong. As far as negotiation. This fight was supposed to be done weeks ago. They under the same banner. They got the same manager advisor. Premier Boxing Champions, okay? So what's the issue? But when you get two guys, and Kenny Porter believes his son is the A side as well, when you get two sides that think they're the A side, okay? You got Papa Porter think his son is his big star, and obviously Angel, he believes his son is the bigger star, is a big star. Split becomes dangerous, 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. Could Danny Garcia be pricing himself out? I'm not saying that I have any special intel on this, man. YPBC don't buy a fight. Premier Boxing Champion can't buy the fight. It's just it's a platform, man. It's kind of, I can't explain it. It's not a entity. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman can't buy the fight because that'll be a conflict of interest. But Premier Boxing Champions, it's not a top rank and it's not a Showtime. It's something different. It's just I can't explain what the fuck it is, man. You have to read them Golden Boy shit, but it's just like just a name or something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. It's just like a banner. As far as a umbrella of fighters making a roster of Premier Boxing Champion fighters. I can't explain it, but it's gonna be whoever buys the fight, man. I don't know who's gonna buy the fight because they both is with Al Heyman, man. You know what I'm saying? So who's gonna buy the fight? I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. What was so hard to make about this fight? The WBC can I don't know. They can kind of guide this thing and give a split and say 50-50. Maybe Danny thinks he's worth more than what they offering him. He thinks he deserves a bigger split. When you get two A-side type of fighters, hell no, they shouldn't do no pay-per-view for this. When you get two type of fighters, man, two guys thinking they're the A-side, which Kenny thinks Shawn's the A-side. I'm going to say this again because I didn't articulate it the way I wanted to. I got sidetracked. When they think they're the A-side, man, both guys want A-side money. So you could say $4 million on the table, 50-50, $2 million apiece. Well, Danny Garcia might be feeling like, you know what? This fight is bigger than $2 million apiece. I want 3 or 4. And networks ain't willing to dish it out. Like Saul said, pay-per-view. Anytime they're outbidding the network, because how it works is the network actually shelves out the money for the main event. So Showtime would be like, okay, we got $6 million for like Crawford to fight Earl Spence. We're just saying hypothetically. We got $6 million. With a promoter or whoever promoting or who powers may be, they get theirs off top. They might say, they got 6, I pay Crawford 2, Earl 2, I got $2 million, I keep $1 million, and then I take the promoter is responsible for the undercard. So the $1 million, the promoter might just take the $1 million and put it on the undercard and take $1 million off top. In some cases, they might take $1.5 million and just take $500K and just fill out with a weak-ass undercard. Now you understand why some boxing promoters have shitty-ass undercards and other ones have better undercards. Because at the end of the day, the promoter pays for the undercard, the network pays for the main event. In most cases. So you see why Bob Arum don't go in his pocket and do that. And you see the promoter gets the first check off rip, or whoever handling the fight. They get a check first. They get the check first. Oh, they'll find a buyer. Somebody will bid on that motherfucker, man. Somebody bidding on that. What's going on, Trey X? You know, it could be somebody in Philly, a businessman that put a bid in Danny Garcia's favor. Could be somebody that put one in Shawn's favor. I don't know. I mean, as far as how they find the investors and put in, I know promoters can bid on it and say, you know, or have somebody bid on it, or promoters can win the purse bid, and then if Bob, let's just say Danny was a Bob fighter and Bob won the purse bid in Top Rake's favor, Bob Barron will put the fight wherever you want to put the fight at, because he's shoving off the cash for the fight, and then they can shop it to the network, but the network is already set in stone. So whoever wins the purse bid ain't got to worry about the network. They know Showtime is going to be the network that dishes the shit out, but I don't understand why this fight's so hard to make. We see that Shawn Porter want to fight, but Danny Garcia, this makes him look bad in negotiations, because we know he was running from the fight. He was neglecting or trying to avoid facing Shawn Porter to this point. So we know that, you know, he don't want to fight. He didn't want to fight, and if this fight go to purse bid and Danny Garcia be like, you know what, I don't like where this fight happening, or Shawn be like, I don't like where this fight happening, or, you know, they say, fuck this fight, fuck this shit, and somebody can just pull out and say, I don't want the title shot opportunity. Because what it sounds like is now that they trying to make them fight Earl Spence, a lot of these guys probably trying to get a little bit more money out of the situation. Now that they got to fight Earl Spence, they being forced to fight Earl Spence. You never know what can be in the cards, man. It's funny how motherfuckers jump ship when Earl Spence's name is in there. And I believe he might be a reason why, like Danny Garcia might say, yeah, I want Earl, and Shawn might want Earl, but at the end of the day, if they win the fight, you got to, and it's set in stone that they already told you got to fight Earl next. You know, maybe one of them don't want the fight. Maybe, and I guarantee it's probably gonna be more Danny Garcia. This fight ain't set in stone, dog. This fight is not set in stone. You know, I'm telling you guys, this fight is not set in stone. Like I told you, I believe it when it's signed. Because now that it sounds like they forcing them to fight Earl Spence, you know, they probably trying to get all the money they can and all the leverage now. You know, Shawn said I was happy with being the B side, but now that Earl Spence's name in the mix, maybe not so much. So, you know, even if it go to purse bid, somebody win a purse bid, you know, let's say somebody winning in Shawn Porter's favor, Danny Garcia can easily walk the fuck away and say, you know what, I don't want to fight no more. He already did that last year, said he didn't want to fight. Shout out to Lawrence RBE. Let's say Spence beats Garcia Porter. What happens when Keith Thurman returns? How long can Keith hold the WBA hostage? Well, Keith Thurman actually inherited. He actually won the regular WBA versus Diego Chavez. Then Floyd was the Super WBA. He defended his title 5 or 7 times. Became the Super WBA when Floyd vacated the title. So the WBA ain't gonna strip Keith Thurman. The Super WBA champion don't have they don't have a mandatory. So they will strip Keith Thurman based on inactivity, but it ain't in no rush. Keith Thurman actually organically became, you know, WBA champion. You know what I'm saying? So they probably gonna be patient with Keith Thurman. I think Keith Thurman got some issues with his wife trying to get over and get a full citizenship over to the United States. That's why he's still over in Naples right now. So I already spoke on that the other day. I'm not going to speak on that man's situation. I think he ain't scared of nobody. I don't believe he's scared of Earl Spence. I just think he got some issues going on right now, man. If they fight, who wins? Danny Garcia should win. But I don't know. It's a good fight. But, you know, it's some bullshit, though, y'all. It's some real live bullshit with what's going on with, you know, with this, man. This fight was supposed to have been done weeks ago. And it sounded like they didn't got into negotiations, tying the deal, and somebody said, well, y'all, Stephen Espinosa probably like, you know, if y'all gonna fight on this network and win this belt, y'all gotta fight Earl Spence. We not gonna put the money up for y'all to fight nobody else. Because he's already did it to Leo Santa Cruz and Abner Mares, you know. He told, you know, Leo Santa Cruz was supposed to fight Abner Mares. Stephen Espinosa was willing to put up the money for that fight on Showtime. Then Leo Santa Cruz said, I need a tune-up and fight Chris Avalos, and Abner Mares fought Jesus Clarar. And Stephen Espinosa said, I'm not paying for y'all to tune up, you know, that, and they went to Fox. So, you know, Stephen Espinosa is now, you know, kind of controlling it now. He's kind of like the matchmaker. He's kind of filtering fights now. At first, with Premier Boxing Champions, you had NBC, you had Fox, you had ESPN, Spike, Showtime. So, if one network didn't want to fight, you know, then they could just shove it to NBC. If NBC, CBS, Fox, Spike, ESPN. You know, now that Stephen Espinosa is kind of the concrete home for major fights on Showtime, he is the approver and the non-approver for the fights. So if Danny Garcia wins against Shawn Porter when they want to fight Earl Spence, they want to come on Showtime versus Bum. I mean, at the end of the day, Steven Espinosa say, nah, you can take that somewhere else, and where else you gonna take it to? Maybe that's where Eddie Hearn comes in at, and he takes on fights that nobody else wants. As far as Showtime. So it'll be interesting. No, you shouldn't blame Al Heyman. Why would you blame Al Heyman? Because he spoiled Danny Garcia or Rodden? No, he did what he supposed to do as a manager. Nope, don't blame Al. It's the game. Now if they get to Friday, they get the purse bid, and somebody win and somebody walk away. I mean, shit. I mean, it ain't a fight that I gotta see. I must see. I was thinking about going to that motherfucker. It was on East Coast. I don't believe that. I don't want that to be my first fight I see in Vegas, but I'm not gonna go to Vegas in August, no way. I'm trying to sit in that fucking heat. So it ain't. I mean, if they fight, man. I'm not gonna lose sleep over these two motherfuckers, man. Y'all feel me? Because at the end of the day, they both spoiled, and at the end of the day, they both sound like they were gonna come to agreement. Then Earl Spence name got forced upon them. You heard what Free Smoke said. He said they gotta fight me. I've been assured of that. And you know why they assured Earl Spence of that? Because Earl Spence could have took Eddie Hearn money. Earl Spence could have went to go sign with Bob Arum. I guarantee you, Earl Spence was saying like, "Hey, Bob offered me this. I go fight Crawford and make millions. I throw my life away." This is ducking. This shit became complicated, because Earl Spence they have to fight Earl Spence now. That's why this shit became complicated. No other two ways around it for this fight not to be complicated. It's either they scared to fight Earl Spence because they gotta fight him, or they don't want to fight. The money ain't right. And why would the money be right? Who the fuck is Shawn Porter to demand a lot of money? And who is Danny Garcia? I know they probably sitting like, Danny, you just did $500K with Brandon Rios. You're not the biggest star as you believe you is. So I think it's the Earl Spence factor. I think it might be. I don't know why the venue will be an issue here. Obviously, if they can't decide on the venue, Shawn don't want to come to Philly. And if Shawn comes to Philly, he want more money. Then that's one thing. Like Shawn said, I come to Philly, but I'm going to need a 50-50 split. All right, Danny like, I ain't willing to do no 50-50 split. You know what I'm saying? So Danny say, all right, let's, Shawn said, let's take it to Vegas. And then Danny said, I don't want to go to Vegas. Then the Barclays Center. That should be the rightful fight, place for this fight. The Barclays Center, right? Makes more sense. Well, you can have somebody say, well, I don't want to fight the Barclays Center, but, I mean, it's neutral. I mean, Ohio, Philly, it's a good neutral ground, you know what I'm saying? So, I really don't know what's going on, man. It just sounds like a whole bunch of chicken shit, man. A whole bunch of duck shit. People trying to price themselves out because they know they're going to have to go get insurance when Earl Spence dig up in that ass. But, what can they say, bro? Honestly, what can they say? They can't say nothing. And this Joshua shit, I got a video coming on in there. I ain't even did the Joshua video. I don't even want to go there. He did an interview with Stephen A. Smith. I listened to it. I'm going to listen to it again. So I can retain a lot of different things. So we're not going to go there about him. But, what can you do, man? They don't make these fighters like they used to. They don't make these fighters like they used to, man. And then, when daddies get involved and shit, I would never train with my pops, man, as my full-time coach, man, and nothing. You can't separate father and son shit, man. You can't separate that shit. Kenny is hands-on, and remember they say Adrian Broner said, why Kenny look better than Shawn? Well, he's still controlling Shawn money like he a kid, man. He living his dream. He living his dream through Shawn Porter. Angel Garcia, he could be living his dream through Danny as well too, but he don't see his hand. He don't see him like he controlled Danny life like Kenny controlled Shawn life. Danny Garcia seemed like he got trying to grow and mature and become his own family man. Yeah, he ain't letting Shawn be a man, dog. Shawn probably don't even know how to pay the electric bill, man. It's what Kenny say goes or not at all, man. Kenny looking at Shawn as the family's, main income. Basically with him training Shawn, it's all the money staying in the family and all that stuff. So with Danny Garcia, I mean, who knows, man? I'm definitely say Premier Boxing Champions made a lot of these guys soft and spoiled. A lot of them is soft and spoiled, man. You know, Kenny is saying this and that, and Shawn Angel. I mean, you never know. Getting into negotiations, I mean, you wouldn't think two Premier Boxing Champion fighters would be that hard to make, man. All the videos dancing, come on, definitely not. I mean, I don't even know who to blame. You know, obviously, Danny Garcia put himself in a position to blame by last year. Shawn called him out for the interim WBC title when Keith Thurman wasn't healthy. He did the whole Randy match over Savage, man. Yeah, look what Danny Garcia, yeah. And Danny said, send the contract. Danny Slim Garcia not scared nobody. Send the contract. Send the contract. And then he wanted to go disappear. Then he appeared this year or in last year saying, he told Al Heyman he was shutting it down for the year. I'm shutting it down for the year. I'm shutting it down for the year. I was tired. I had a lot of miles on me. I mean, it is what it is, man. Premier Boxing Champions made a lot of them dudes soft, man. And now that technically Al can't force the fights and Stephen Espinoza is forcing guys to want to fight now, you know, and he forcing the best fights to happen, not guys who they want a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if Danny and Shawn didn't happen this year, it wouldn't make or break boxing. It wouldn't make or break it, man. Like Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua might not fight this year. It's not gonna make or break boxing. You know, Shawn and Triple G is not gonna. I mean, Triple G and Canelo Alvarez. It's not gonna make or break boxing. It's too many good and up and coming fighters out there for one fight to make or break boxing. Too many. You know, too many fights, man. You know, y'all ask whatever questions y'all want to know right now, man. I'm ready to go in the Q&A. I disagree. Remember, it ain't no difference. When they was with Golden Boy, Al was still doing what he wanted to do. Oscar was just a figurehead. It's no difference. Whether they was better or not. They wasn't fighting no better competition. Danny fought Eric Morales. I mean, that was a good fight, the first one. Adrian Broner fought Ponce de Leon. They wasn't really doing much neither. You know, when they was on HBO, it just seemed like it was better because HBO was just seemed to be the perfect, network for fights to be on, man. You know, but times are changing. You know, it's still got the most boxing subscribers out there. You know, even more, they do better numbers than ESPN on a limited subscription basis, man. Like I say, like any questions y'all can ask, it really ain't, you know, shit flying through, man. But I mean, it is, man. It is what it is, man. You got Bud about to fight. He about to fight Jeff Moore. What? In 2 weeks? Let me see. 2 weeks. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't even say. I guess Adrian was more active. I mean, yeah. But all them guys weren't signed to Golden Boy though, man. Some of them were still promotional free agents. It's not PBC. It's the fighter's mentality. Spence got a total of $3.5 million. He is set to fight 3 times this year. Some fighters just like to rest on their laurels. Exactly. If you a star and you want to fight, like my man was saying, they gonna find a place for you to fight, man. They gonna find something for you, man. But a lot of these guys don't want to compete no more, man. A lot of these guys don't want to compete. And that's what it is, man. A lot of these guys don't want to be active. They want to fight once a year, let Al triple and 5 times their money, and sit back and be lazy. And they just want to string out and say, well, I was in this game for 20 years like Floyd Mayweather. But yeah, motherfucker, you fought one time for 15 of them. You know, you fought one time per year. You can't say that shit about Floyd until he got to the end of his career. When he became Money Mayweather, then he was less active, though. But everybody want to be pretty Money Mayweather, man. I got a video about him coming. Like I said, the NFL. You got any questions? Any boxing related questions? We're gonna keep it boxing related. I mean, you seen what Ishe Smith said yesterday. I did a video on that. Ain't too much shit to talk about, man. Ain't shit rolling. You got the Triple G situation going on with the IBF. Man, shit. Ain't shit too much rolling this week. You got the top ranked ESPN card with that I can't pronounce that Filipino guy. The Filipino guy name. I'm 17. I'm finna start boxing. How many amateur fights you think I used to have before I turned? Well, hold on, my bad. I used to have before I turned pro at super bantamweight. I don't know. Good question. I mean, that's up to you. How quick you catch on. You know, because you can, you know, you might as well just, yeah, you know, some guys, like, say, Jason Sosa had, like, 5 amateur fights. I mean, he started late and just jumped in and just fought a whole bunch of, you know, lower level guys and got his experience. It's about experiences. You know, seeing different styles. I mean, it depends. It'll be up to you, your coach, how quick you catch on. You know, Sergio Martinez turned pro at what? Started boxing at 20. You know, Jerry Swift started boxing late. He only had 38 amateur fights. Adonis Stevenson turned pro at 29. You know, so it depends. It depends. A perfect world, Gary Russell would be more active. I mean, Gary Russell already said, you know, why he wouldn't be more active. Gary Russell said that he ain't more active because he not just gonna, you know, fight and hurt himself versus any old body. He don't want the bum fights. You know, he don't want the bum fight. You know, Gary Russell want the real fights. He want to be a meaningful fight. So he not gonna waste his body, which is already breaking down with his hands. He got bad hands. He said he don't want to waste fights with fighting bum ass motherfuckers. So he'll fight his mandatory once a year, and you know, and if they want to unify, he here to unify. So it's not that he don't want to be. It's just that he ain't wasting his time with bum ass fights, man. You think should Mayweather stop being a promoter? I will stop being a promoter. Fuck with them weak ass niggas. What is the one fight you want to see this year the most? Perfect world, Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. That's the. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be. You know, Keith can come back and get a breather. I'm over the Joshua Wilder situation. I mean, that'll be, you know, Terrence or Earl or Keith, David Benavidez, Ramirez, Bivol Kovalev. It's quite a few. Gary Russell, Leo Santa Cruz. That ranked pretty high. Lomachenko, Mikey Garcia. That ranked pretty high. Gasly and Usyk, that's gonna happen. I like to see that one. Big Baby versus Luis Ortiz. Charlo and Hurd. It's a lot of good fights, man. I like to see happen, but the one I want to see is probably Keith and Earl. You know, Keith and Earl. Just get that shit up out the way. You know. Boxing 360 deals. 360. They definitely out there. A lot of these guys don't read their own contract, man. Realistically, a lot of them fights can happen. Thurman ain't lose his edge, man. I think Thurman is just going through something with his wife, man. Y'all gotta remember his wife is a foreigner, man. I remember reading that they was trying to get her visa over here. So once you marry somebody, he married her very, very quickly. You want to be around them all the time. So even if you gotta concede your profession to make sure she all right, you gonna be with her. That's what it's gonna be. And that's what it's gonna be. If I was Keith Thurman, I'd try to give me some professional fights over there in Japan. You know, I try to blow up in Japan. That's a lot of money over there. He could blow up in Japan. It's a wrap. He'd never come back over here. He wouldn't need Earl Spence. He could just beat the fuck out of Japanese motherfuckers, the Asian motherfuckers. You know, he could fight Kamagai like 10 times a fight and make $100 million. I mean, Big Baby Wilder. I said Big Baby Ortiz. I want to see Big Baby and Wilder. Why not? Ain't no bad fight. Big Baby and Wilder better fight than Dominic Brazil, man. Oh, Brazil and Big Baby, that'd be a good fight. What's good, Quad, Marley? That'd be a good fight. I believe Keith, man. I mean, I don't believe him about the hand injuries, but I think Keith Thurman, he don't have no right to tell nobody what's going on in his life, though. Keith Thurman don't owe us shit. He don't owe us an apology. He don't owe us an explanation. He don't owe you all motherfucking shit. If he don't want to fight right now, he ain't got to fight. I don't believe in 1 second that he's scared of Earl Spence, man. I had to sit back and really think about that shit when I just meditate. He ain't scared of no fucking Earl Spence, man. He ain't doing all this shit to avoid Earl Spence because guess what? He ain't got to fucking fight Earl Spence. It ain't obligated for him to fight Earl Spence, man. He ain't Earl Spence mandatory. He could tune up. I think it's something deeper going on, man. And them Premier Boxing Champion fighters know what's going on with Keith Thurman. You know, they know. I'm telling you, it's about the wife. she is trying to get citizenship over the United States. But with Trump in office, she can't get it. She got to go through the hoopla. Now that they married, it may make it a little bit easier. But it's hard for you to come over to the United States and get citizenship. So that's why he over there with her. That's what people are not just reading between the lines. He's over there right now with her. So he probably tried to get her citizenship. Because remember when he came back, I think it was the Earl Spence Lamont Peterson card it was, or whatever card he came back for. And he was checking out his elbow and shit. I can't remember who it was. And he was doing a press conference and shit like that. It wasn't the Danny card. It was a New York card. It was a New York card. It had to be the Earl Spence card. He hurt his elbow and shit. And they was checking to see if his elbow alright. He wasn't with her at the time. He had just flew from the pause back to New York. In Florida and shit. So he said he hadn't seen his own family. So, you know, that's deep. Yeah, she got that good, bro. He running over there like that, man. And he ended up meeting her. He got off the flight. For people, I did a video on it. He got off he explained, he had an article, Premier Box Champions a while ago. He got off the flight. And said he went to the bar, was drunk. He was fucking with her and shit at the bar, I guess. She didn't like him because he was drunk. He said he had a long flight. Obviously, I don't know what the fuck he was over in Nepal for anyway. I don't know who to go vacation to Nepal, but he went over there on vacation. Met her at the bar. She wasn't feeling him. He came back the next day sober. Chopped it up with her. She probably found out who the nigga was. Found out he had some money. Or he offered information like a dumbass. Said, oh yeah, I'm a boxer. I'll hold this championship. And she probably was like, oh, for real? I don't care if you was drunk no more. So she seen the dollar signs probably. Or maybe they really love each other. I don't know. So, you know, he came correct the second time. And they hit it off. Her family owned the bar that he was at. She was working at a bar that they own, so, you know, they hit it off and they ended up getting married, and they got married over there. He spent a lot of time over there with her, and obviously, anytime you marry somebody that's foreign and you want to move him back to the United States, because basically he's not going to be boxing out in Nepal, he's going to be boxing out the United States, so he's trying to get her citizenship over there, I can guarantee you that. And it's a little difficult right now. It's a little difficult, so, oh yeah, what's going on, Would Be More TV? Y'all subscribe to the brother Would Be More TV, man. She told him don't duck me, girl. Yeah, a lot of people just, man, personal shit happen, man. Just because you got money don't mean personal shit stop happening. I just had to think about, I said, Keith Thurman ain't scared of no fucking Earl Spence. That's a very winnable fight for him. It's a winnable fight for Earl. I just think he ain't happy, and if you ain't happy, you know, you ain't happy with your, you know, you want to be with somebody. I mean, a lot of niggas claim to be players and shit, man. You know, a lot of niggas, I'm a player, I gotta fuck hoes and shit like that. That shit get played out, man. And I think a lot of the reasons why niggas try to, you know, keep fucking hoes and think it's cool fucking all these hoes so long, because a lot of motherfuckers ain't went to college. You know, you see people that go to college, you know, that's where you get it in at. You feel what I'm saying? You really get it in college. I mean, shit, threesomes, you know, whatever. You know, I done had it, pretty much experienced most of that shit. So, you know, when you go to college, you clean up. I mean, especially you go to a big college or a college out of state, you hit different stuff and you do different things. Same for women. A lot of girls experiment in college, stuff of that nature. You get that experience, man. So a lot of niggas out here, they ain't even never left their neighborhood, bro. So, I mean, a lot of niggas don't know what it means to settle down. They don't know the real meaning of a chick. They don't know the real meaning of shit, man. Fat ass, big titties, pretty face, and all that shit. That shit is a... old nigga told me it all squish and sound the same. You want to find somebody that meet your morals, that's going to match your fly, that's going to keep you balanced, that's going to cook, that's going to help you out and not fucking give you another stress, another problem. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to die. Nobody want to grow old by themselves, man. Nobody wants to grow old by themselves. Money is important. Yeah, it is. But I mean, shit. Wow. I mean, I'm not gonna get into that shit, man. But like I said, Keith Thurman, bro, it's deep, man. Once you marry somebody, he married a girl that quick. You want to be around that woman, man. A lot of y'all niggas might not know that feeling. You want to be around your companion, man. I'm pretty sure they want to have kids and all types of shit. You know, but not being able to get citizenship in the United States will make it even worse. You pop her, you know, you pop one in her, she got a kid. Now your kid can't come to the United States. They got to figure that shit out, man. That's what he trying to figure out. It's no secret that he over there for no reason. He over there because he want to be with her. So they got to figure that citizenship out. With Trump in here, he fucked around and fucked with her at the wrong time. But like I said, and it may be maybe she not ready to leave her family. It may not be just her wanting to get from the pause to Florida. She might want to take her family, and that's a whole nother issue. Not only if you try to get one person in, you trying to get some family in there as well. They got a business, so maybe she really not ready to detach from that situation, and he holding his career up. And guess what? When you ain't active, you ain't fighting. I mean, injuries start to happen. Use your prime. Them fast punches that he used to throw, because he load up on every punch. You know, because he load up. Some people might catch on and knock him out. He hurting his own career. Don't get me wrong. By being stagnant, he's killing his own career. You know, but he killing it for something that he loves. Now, if he fuck around, she move over here, and she find some more niggas that she like, and he come in and she fuck another nigga, he gonna look stupid. Because he left his whole boxing career for a bitch that just used him as a fucking stepping stool to get over to the United States. And that happened more than you know. It happens a lot. Yeah, it'd be more, yeah, for sure. Shout out to Be More TV. He put in work, man. I love Mike Dude. Why Regis don't have the title shot after beating Ndongo? I had a video on that yesterday, man. Basically, Regis Prograis, he traded the title shot for a TV date on ESPN. He gonna be fighting on ESPN, live from New Orleans. Whatever day Pacquiao fighting Matisse, Regis Prograis is gonna be the preliminary card. Then you gotta pay some money to see Pacquiao versus Matisse from Malaysia. But his fight card gonna be from New Orleans. They gave him a hometown fight where ESPN paid for him to fight, so Lou DeBell ain't got to pay some money. Jose Ramirez wasn't ready. Bob Arum told Regis that Jose wasn't ready. So they paid Regis to go away. In exchange for a title shot, he gave his title shot back, and he got a fight on TV, on ESPN. So he fighting on ESPN, and they paying him to fight at home. And then Regis Prograis is entering the World Boxing Super Series tournament. So that's the thing. They bought him out. They bought him out. So that's, I mean, everybody got their price, believe it or not. Great channel, so they keep up the good work and keep doing it for Detroit. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Keith Thurman may come back when he runs out of money. And we talked about that shit too, Be More. We talked about shit long. We talked about when I first dropped that video, man. We talked about him possibly running out of money and needing to fight pretty soon. So that's a possibility. Because you go overseas, that's a lot of money he's spending. But he probably ain't got paid nowhere to stay. You know, but he losing money because at the end of the day, he got a house. Apparently, he had a 2016 Mustang. He probably bought some more cars. You know, he got to still maintain his house. There's no telling if he paying for his parents' shit. I mean, it's cash flow, man. Anytime you making money, even if you making $5 an hour, it's cash flow. It's money coming in, but it's money going out. And no matter how much money you make, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, the money going out faster than it's coming in. You know, so that's a big issue. You know, now if he living a modest lifestyle, it might be alright for a minute, but eventually they catch up. They catch up to you. You know. But, like I said, I'll have to make sure they invest their money as well, so that's something to look at. What's up, Curtis? At least he is in the tournament. Yeah. Tournament bring a lot of money, man. It's like 20 million in prize money. So it's 2 belts in that tournament. So yeah, Bob Arum, man, he controls everything, man. You know, he controls the boxing writers. I mean, that's why Bob Arum had the public fooled thinking that Mayweather was ducking Pacquiao, and all along it was him not wanting Pacquiao to fight Mayweather. It wasn't neither one of them. Bob Arum controls the whole boxing. Every major writer, Bob Arum has him in his back pocket, man. You know, he can't buy the new media, though. That if the major media, I'm going to put it this way on the end of this video. If the major media, ESPN, Ring Magazine, I mean, whoever, Radio Raheem, if they actually did their job and reported and did shit unbiasedly, bro, if that's a word, it would be no need for niggas to get on YouTube and tell y'all the truth. Period. You know, YouTube, boxing, YTBC, LDBC, or whoever the fuck everybody think they else is, their own entity. It's the most purest point of boxing. It's the more organic opinions in boxing. It may be an organic purist fanboy channel. It might be an organic purist coon channel. We know a lot of them. It might be Boxing for Dummies Purist channel like Casual Boxing Talk. He's a casual. He's telling you casual boxing talk. He don't know shit. No matter which it is, though, Black Fight Fan Ashley Corner, this is the organic point of real boxing talk. It would be no... They created this demand for this shit. All this fuckery. It started with the Pacquiao and Mayweather situation. A lot of niggas' channels was birthed in the Pacquiao Mayweather shit. People complaining about the Wilder and Joshua situation, okay? It was nothing compared to niggas dropping videos of Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. I mean, I didn't even create videos back then like that, man. I wasn't even on you. I was with somebody else. We was doing videos, but nigga, every nigga's channels was built on Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. When that fight actually happened, a lot of channels went down the shitter. You don't see a lot of niggas out here no more like you used to. That took away a lot of bullshit channels. And then when YouTube dropped the monetizations new rules, see, you can't really, when you start getting strikes and you real start talking a lot of explicit shit, cussing and just race baiting, they won't monetize you, dog. You know, you got to go under review and somebody reviews your channel. When I had a channel, when they changed the review channel, that was monetized like that. It didn't take 5 seconds. Monetized. Other times, some people shit take weeks to review. You know, it depends on where you stand and shit with YouTube and you understand where you at. But yeah. Earl Spence talking like he knows for sure he getting the win. Yeah, he said it. Earl Spence said he already been assured that he getting that fight. See, Steven Espinoza is forcing that fight to happen. Steven Espinoza said it's time for Leo Santa Cruz to basically, he said it's time for Gary Russell to get a unification bout, and that's Leo Santa Cruz. So he trying to force Leo Santa. Now Leo Santa Cruz spoke out yesterday after the video, I think I dropped it today, saying that he feel like he ready for Gary Russell when JoJo Diaz made him brave or some shit like that. Steven Espinoza is now approving and disapproving a lot of fights now. And he's told Danny and Shawn Porter, like, y'all got to fight that man. And when he say put his foot down, you got to do what he say because he's the guy that's paying for the fight. The network pays for the fight. The promoter pays for the undercard. So remember that. So the network is dishing out the cash. How do networks get their money? I don't even fucking know how TV get paid. Especially premium TV. I know regular TV get paid off the advertisement. Premium TV, I don't know how they get paid. That'd be an excellent question. What they money? I know the ratings got something to do with it. And obviously the live gate might not have nothing to do because Gary Russell took the whole live gate from his fight with JoJo Diaz. Maybe because Showtime got the live gate from Canada. So maybe they didn't want that. So I don't understand. Maybe that's something I have to look up and maybe do a video on it. Needs a whooping. Coon Juice must be on sale at Walmart because these niggas popping up left and right. Yeah, man. I mean, wherever there's a channel, bro, it's a demand for the channel, bro. You come out with I Love Lomachenko channel, man, you might fuck around and get 1 million subs like that. At least 20 channels dropped off after Pacquiao and Floyd and Manny fight. Yeah, a lot of shit, more than 20. I mean, you probably got channels you never heard of. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd birthed a lot of channels, man. And a lot of channels, man, what you got to recognize is, man, you got to ask yourself, man, subscriptions and revenue. Okay, I don't know where the revenue coming from, though. I would love to know. I know the subscriptions. I would love to know where the revenue comes from. I know maybe TV ratings, but yeah, Showtime already got the rights to this fight pretty much, but I'll explain that in a minute. But you got to understand, man, these channels, but you got to understand what you want out of the channel that you follow, though. You know, that's why you follow multiple channels. You know, do you want fanboy channels? There's room for fanboy channels. It's room for channels that just like certain type of fighters. It's room for channels that just like heavyweights. Mr. Boxing Today, all he do is heavyweights. It's channels that do interviews, that just do interviews, and maybe the interview don't know shit about boxing. I see a lot of those channels. I like a lot of those channels. You got channels that's informative, you know, that know boxing. You know, you got channels that can teach you how to bet boxing, like Dwyer Boxing. He been out here for years telling guys how to bet on boxing and your best odds. You got UK fan channels, you know what I'm saying? Boxing with ADE, shout out to him. You know, you got different channels for different strokes, for different folks. You got channels that just break news. You got channels that just talk about boxing. You got channels that just talk about sport. You gotta know, I mean, you gotta figure out what it is. A lot of these guys get mad because they want to be a channel that just agree with them, but it's not that. If you can't put yourself in another person's position to see what they talking about, where they coming from, then you best believe that other channels are better than you. Better for you, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So it depends about what flavor you like, man. Yeah, see, yeah, they can buy the. Showtime is already probably the network the fight gonna be on. Now, Golden can buy it, and they can put it on HBO. Well, HBO if HBO want it, but it's most likely gonna be on Showtime. I got Danny by left hook stoppage. Gonna catch him coming in. Yeah, that can happen. I know television, but Showtime don't show commercials though. They just run their own ads for the most part. But you gotta remember, CBS is part of Showtime, so they do run commercials. So I'm just interested to see how them premium channels. I know they got subscription based, but they gotta be getting money some other way too. Oh, Wood, I already did the video on that Broner turning down Eddie. I just dropped it before I jumped on, so I don't want to oversaturate it. But he turned in. I mean, I told you guys, Eddie don't have the money. Like, I mean, once you break the money down, how the $1 billion is not $1 billion how you think $1 billion is, man. When you hear $1 billion, it's a flash word. It basically breaks down to basically $3 million per fight. For 16 fights, it breaks down to 1.5, something like that for each fighter per fight. That's not a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? For 16 fights, 8 years, each fighter is probably on average to make a little bit under $2 million, 1.5 or something like that. So it's not groundbreaking money. It's just a flash word, man. It ain't like, oh, he can pay each fighter $10 million per fight for 16 fights a year. No. Now, if he can do that, and he can pay dudes $8 to $10 million a fight to fight on the zone for real, then people would just, they'll walk away, and Al Heyman probably say, you got to take that deal. But he don't have that type of money. Who would invest that type of money into boxing? Real talk, who would invest $1 billion in the way he made it seem just into boxing like that? Nobody. Especially if you don't have a major back in the Showtime and HBO. It's a flash word, man. And Broner just proves today he offered Broner $2 million a fight. Even though people say, well, that's more than Broner is making, but you don't know what Broner is making. Like Mikey told told Eddie Hearn, you don't know what I'm making. I'm making more than what you offer me. So he think he about to get, at the end of the day, why would I lock myself into a 3-year fight deal for $10 million when if I'm Mikey Garcia, what if I fuck around and fight Earl Spence and it go pay-per-view and I can make $10 million fighting him just in one fight? You know, it kind of the zone is kind of with the fight deals. 3 fight deals. It's kind of when somebody give you a hard number, like this is what you can top out at. What if you outgrow that deal and you got a big fight with who the fuck knows? And you can make that in one fight. So it kind of suppresses you a little bit, man. That's why I think a lot of people don't like it. And I'll tell you how Eddie Hearn can do better, man. Danny ain't stopping Porter. I believe Danny can stop Porter. I don't see Porter stopping Danny though. Only on headbutts and cuts. You think the Zone app is basically a salary cap of boxing? Basically, that's what it's kind of being, but they ain't got enough fight days to start off with, man. 16 is good, but who can you get to fight on them 16 fights? If you got 16 fights, yeah, it's complicated, man. It's complicated to see who would they be fighting. It's just too much to think about, man. It's something he got to work out. What's taking them so long? We all know they gonna fight each other. Danny switch, Shawn, what the fuck? I think somebody got in cold feet at the negotiation table. This fight might not happen with Danny and Shawn. It might not. And if anybody walking away from a title shot, it's gonna be Danny Garcia. So Danny might be walking away. Porter didn't look good against Granados. I know he broke his hand. He didn't break his hand. I don't believe he broke his hand. I think that hand injury was an excuse, so they had to fight nobody until they got Keith Thurman. But we ended up know what happened. Porter fought that way because he wanted to. I don't even like Porter all that much, but he's never been stopped. He fought good fighters. Danny don't fight that style to stop him. You can say that, but Danny's a good counter puncher. I don't believe Shawn Porter's fought a counter puncher like Danny. That's just my opinion. Where are you from? I'm from Jamaica. So I'm from Detroit. Danny never fought someone that pressure like Porter. Danny Garcia don't have problem with pressure fighters though. Matisse brought pressure and got He got dropped. Then you don't have a problem. If you told me Shawn Porter was a boxer mover, then I'd be like, yeah, Shawn Porter win. But if you come towards Danny Garcia and you wild and you leave yourself open the way Shawn do, Shawn probably gonna fuck around and get hurt. I see Danny hurting Porter with that. Yeah, he gonna time him. Shawn make it tough to time you, but I mean, I can see it not being a crowd pleasing fight though. I can. Shawn is just a nasty fighter, bro. Oh, like a LA nigga. Shawn talk like a Shawn is. I don't like Shawn Porter's style, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you up, man. I try to be neutral on the channel mostly. I don't like that motherfucker style. Him and Lara. Before Lara fought who the fuck he fought? Swift Hurd, man. I couldn't stand Alexander Lara, man. After it wasn't the Yuri Foreman fight. It was that Vinus fight that did. The first Vinus fight was horrible, dog. That shit was the worst fight I ever seen in my life on television. Oh, you from LA? I was even coming out of LA in July. I doubt it now, man. They can do an LA fight in the end of the year. I come out there. I might take my girlfriend to Vegas, LA, man. At the end of the year, put some money up, man. Just do both, man. Just do LA for Monday through Wednesday, or Monday through Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday do Vegas or some shit like that. I don't know. I thought you were from 60s. I don't even know what 60s is. When T-Say was scared after he tasted Danny Power, T-Say don't get wild like Porter. Yeah, Porter wild though, man. And when you wild, they can leave yourself left open. She fight like Ray Lewis playing football. He fight like Ray Lewis. Yeah, man. He used that head and shit, man. I think Danny will knock out Porter. AB knocked out Porter. Kenny Porter was mad as fuck when AB knocked down Porter. He was mad. He was really mad, man. But I think Shawn just lost focus, man. He lost focus. I mean, like I said, man, it's a fight that I consider going to, man. Definitely in the fall, I'm going to take more trips. Like I said, man, I'm getting the process of trying to get somebody to give me a proper logo. I'm going to do a primary logo, a secondary logo. My other channel, I got somebody doing me an intro, so I got to come up with a logo for that channel. Radio show, I'm going to get the banner when I get the logo. Like the people on the street going to be ready to do the banner for me. We're going to do the radio show, man. The only thing about the radio show for me is I'm going to probably do it in the fall. I was supposed to do it this spring, but it didn't happen. But a lot of things got hectic. I want to do it in the fall. Pretty much a day. Depends on how my schedule it hashes out right now. So how my schedule fall, but definitely look out for that. T-shirts, if you ever donated, I'm definitely sending T-shirts into other channels that I rock with. I send some. I'm gonna get like 3 different colors made, probably 3 different versions too. So you donated. Shout out to Ty Foster, Matt Valentine, Gary Benson, Timothy, who just, I think it was Tommy or Timothy that just donated. I got you, homie. Appreciate the PayPal donations. And I love the super chat, but the reason why you see guys like Ticket TV, if I get to these questions, they cancel their super chat, which it don't make me no difference, is the fact that YouTube taxes super chat. It goes to your monthly YouTube payout, which they pay out one time a month. So that's why people will choose for you to send it to PayPal or Venmo or something like that, because it's untaxable on PayPal. I mean, it depends on, like, it don't make me no difference, man. I appreciate every donation because it goes towards a good cause. Me traveling for the fights, me get a better logo, website I can work on. I'm definitely working. I mean, I did a website for my other boxing channel I was with. It was sweet as fuck too, bro. Yeah, a sweet website. I'm gonna have somebody professionally do this one. I just don't want to be one of those channels that look up and say I got 50,000 subs, Brian. I never probably reached 50,000 subs. I don't want to say I got 50,000 subs and be like, that's all I got is 50,000 subs. I kind of want to be proactive with it, progressive, radio show, website, all that shit, man. Live from fights, give y'all some footage and stuff for that nature, man. But let's go through these questions before I hop on off. Yeah, I got the laptop today. Here we go, man. It's my girl's friend's laptop. I bought her. The group of comic books is pretty good, man. It was a good buy. Porter is right for a counter. Yup. Don't even want to see that fight. Just want to see Spence get the title. Hey, that's where I'm at, bro. I want to see the fight, but I'm kind of like, they kind of turning me off about the shit. You just want to see Spence or Crawford. Yeah, I want to just see Keith Thurman, Spence, and Crawford just start rumbling, bro. To be really, I just want to see them start doing their thing, man. Shawn Porter fights like a a what? Mustafa Pashmo. I don't know what that is. That Nipsey Hussle hood is all good. Yeah, I got that. I got Nipsey Hussle album. I like that shit. I've been fucking with him. When the last time Danny stopped or dropped someone before Wasted Rios or Parley? It don't matter. Styles make fights. Styles make fights. Danny is good though. He can win for sure. But I'd be shocked if he stopped Porter. The payout for that will be something serious. Well, I'm gonna be betting on that, man. Hope I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go on that website, man, because they bullshit with that shit, man. I just like the fact that Shawn is wild and he's open, and Danny is a master counterpuncher. That's just where I'm coming at from. If I can see Danny Shawn mowing him down, it'd be a good fight. Shawn fights like you took his phone and he trying to get it back. I hate that nigga style. Thurman, Spence, Crawford, whichever match happens first, I'm there. CJ, if Danny ducks Porter, who should Porter fight? Whoever next in the rankings, which I can tell you right now, because guess what? I got my laptop with my girlfriend. I got like several motherfucking laptops, bro. You go in my closet right now, man. They all fucking broke. I think I broke one I was drunk, and then the other one got broke. And then my daughter used all my ink in my printer. I got a sweet printer. Never put no more ink in. I'm giving it to my mom. I'll get another one. But yeah, about the radio show, I'm just trying to figure out because I'm about to move. Probably next year I'm gonna move. And I'm like, do I really want to set it up downstairs? So I might just set it up downstairs and just figure it out. So if hypothetically, if the Shawn and Danny don't happen, Vargas is the next contender up. Yep. Jesse Vargas is the next contender. Then it's a whole bunch of niggas I don't know. The dude from Top Rank is 5. The English guy. Hold on, 4 through 7. A lot of y'all never heard of them. I only heard of one. Yugis is 8. Khan is 9. Constantine Pulmarv is 10. Jamal James is 11. Granados is 12. Shout out to Adrian Granados. He's fighting. Adrian Granados is fighting Javier Fortuna at a catchweight between 140 and 135. So the WBC rank is real light, man. Real light. You know, it's real light. So, shit, you have to see, man. All these shit's light, man. They should be fighting each other, man. But you got Bud. He fighting couple weeks, man. Shout out to Bud Crawford. ESPN app. I'm gonna use my 7-day free trial, or if not, I'm gonna just give up the $5. You know. YouTube Red is the shit too, y'all. I like YouTube Red. It's a good product. $15 for the